Good evening. This is May 11th, and it's around 10 o'clock at night. Um, so I just want to read a couple things. Um, this stuff is encouragement to me. I don't know about other people, but I'm going through recovery, and it always helps to have somebody by your side. When you don't have anybody by your side, it's a lot harder, but you can still do it, and you can still make it. I'm a perfect example. I'm a single woman. Anyways, enough about me. So, light my flame to keep me clean. Keep me clean to be clean. Lead me and guide me. Give me strength in this recovery. Balance me as I balance myself. Each of us matters. Each mind matters. Heal my heart. I'll heal yours. Show you care and care enough to care for each other. Just for today, love me like a sister or your brother. Recovery is a big step for both of us. Refresh me with your healing as I care enough to help you heal too. Oh Lord, show us you care as you lead us on this journey. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Hear the same over me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Footprints in the Sand. I love this poem. I don't know if y'all heard it, but it's a pretty popular poem. Sorry. Stop. Whoops. Footprints in the Sand. One night, a man had a dream. He dreamed he was walking along the beach with the Lord. Across the sky flashed scenes from his life. For each scene, he noticed two sets of footprints in the sand, one belonging to him and the other belonging to the Lord. I guess these glare a little bit. But then I can't see. I'm blind. When the last scene of his life flashed before him, he looked back at the footprints in the sand. He noticed that many times along the path of his life, there was only one set of footprints. He also noticed that it happened at the very lowest and saddest times in his life. This really bothered him, and he questioned the Lord about it. Lord, you said that once I decided to follow you, you'd walk with me all the way. But I have noticed that during the most troublesome times in my life, there was only one set of footprints. I don't understand. Why, when I needed you most, you leave me? The Lord replied, My son, my precious child, I love you, and I would never leave you. During your times of trial and suffering, when you see only one set of footprints, it was then that I had carried you. I think this is like a beautiful poem. I don't know about y'all, but I like it. Sounds sweet, the sound. Over me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. I want to read something else too. When I first came to Willows, and I went to a church, Faith Church. I think that's the name of the church. Anyways, it was here in Willows, and I met some really nice people there. And the lady at the end of the service, she had gave me like a bag like this big. And inside of the bag, it was really cool because she had like crocheted and like knitted this little square, but it was like a like here's a square. So like inside of the square was like it was like a pocket, like if a kangaroo has a pocket, and there was a cross like tucked in it, and then it was put in a bag. I'm a mess, but so are you. Just saying. So anyways, inside of it, there was also a tiny little piece of paper like this big. And I don't have it because I gave it to my daughter when I went to the courthouse, and it was purple and blue, but it was a very beautiful poem, and I really liked it a lot, and so I wrote it down. Yep, stay honest. So this is called The Cross in My Pocket, which I've actually posted this before on my Facebook. If you go back into like my older post, it's inside of there. I carry a cross in my pocket, a simple reminder to me of the fact that I am a Christian, no matter where I may be. This little cross isn't magic, nor is it good luck charm. It isn't meant to protect me from every physician or physical harm. It's not for identification, for all the world to see it's simply an understanding between my Savior and me. When I put my hand in my pocket to bring out a coin or a key, the cross is there to remind me of the price that He paid for me. It reminds me to be thankful for my blessings day by day, and to strive to serve Him better in all that I do or say. It's also a daily reminder of the peace and comfort I share with all who know my Master and give themselves to His care. So, I carry a cross in my pocket, but mine is on my chest. Remembering no one but me, that Jesus Christ is the Lord of my life. If only I'll let Him be. I thought that was very beautiful. Yes, it is. Jesus Christ, baby. I like this too. So, geez, that music outside is loud. Medication and recovery in times of illness. I am going to read this because I really like this too. Narcotics Anonymous as a whole has no opinion on outside issues, including health issues. We are concerned with recovery from the diseases of addiction. Although our recovery is complicated when we experience disease or injury, this does not have to lead us away from recovery. The ultimate responsibility for making medical decisions rests with each individual. If we choose to accept it, however, a great deal of support is available to help us make these decisions. For instance, we can practice the 12 steps, maintaining frequent contact with our sponsor, write about our feelings and motives, and share at meetings. With the support of others in Narcotics Anonymous, we find the strength we need to make healthy decisions for our own recovery. The use of medication as a recovery is often controversial. It's good to remember that the basic text recommends consulting professionals concerning our medical problems. When we remember that the only requirement for membership is the desire to stop using, we as members can set aside our judgment of others. Clean time is an issue for each of us to resolve individually with our sponsor and our higher power. An attitude of judgment on our past could cause great harm to another addict. I was one person who believed that if you used anything for any reason, it was considered a relapse. Until I was faced with this situation in my own recovery, it didn't dawn on me that I might have to take medication. I can remember going to meetings and having people ask me if I'd relapsed and telling me to pick up a white chip. This really hurt and scared me. I felt rejected and very alone because no one seemed to understand that I needed strength and hope. When someone we know has been taking prescribed medications, we can help them by offering support and by sharing our experience, strength, and hope. We fulfill our primary purpose by supporting another addict's recovery with an attitude of care, love, and concern. That's all I wanted to read. If you're interested in more stuff, you have to go to the NA meetings. I just like that. Anyways, I will talk to y'all later. Adios, amigo.